Hello, fabulous scholars! Welcome back to Mrs. Bisson's class. Today we are going to learn how to add fractions with unlike denominators. You will need a sharpened pencil with an eraser and your guided note sheet. You'll follow along and fill in the spaces as you're prompted in the video. If you need any of these items, please raise a quiet hand and I will come and give those to you. Today we're talking a lot about fractions. You don't have to be afraid of fractions. Fractions are harmless. In fact, they're just numbers, just like all the other numbers that we've worked with. They're just parts of numbers, okay? So go ahead and take a deep breath and say to yourself, fractions are not frightening. I am not afraid of fractions. I am going to try my best and I'm going to learn this just like I learn everything else. So what exactly is a fraction? Well, a fraction tells us how many parts of a whole we have. So let's look at that a little bit further. So here's a fraction. It's 1/2, one that you're very familiar with. So let's say we have a pizza here. We've delivered a pizza and we have another friend with us. 1/2 of the pizza is simply half of the pizza, right? 1 part out of 2 that makes the whole, right? So the top is the part and the bottom is the whole. Okay, pretty simple, right? Okay, so let's review the parts of a fraction. So the top number is called the numerator. And then we have the fractional bar here, and then we have the denominator. All right, and I know you remember that from last year, that the numerator and the denominator are in those places, and then you have the fractional bar here. So let's talk about what it means to be equivalent, and that's that word right there. Well, equivalent, that sounds a little bit like a word that we already know. If you look here, in fact, at these 3 letters here, that looks very, very familiar. In fact, it looks like the word equal, doesn't it? So what does it mean to be equal? Well, you know that 2 is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 3. And if you were, trading money, you'd probably want to have the same money back, right? You wouldn't want to have less money. You probably want to have more money, but the other person wouldn't be very happy with you. So let's look here and see if we can see if these fractions are equivalent. So let's pretend they're pizzas again. And our friend is giving us half of the pizza. What if our friend said to us, you know what? What if I give you 2/4 of the pizza instead of 1/2 of the pizza? Well, let's see. Let's divide this into 4. Okay, we still have a whole, and pretend these are equal. I know my line's a little crooked there, but pretend these are equal. Okay, and you said, let's have 2 out of 4. Okay. What do you think? Are those the same? Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, I would say that those fractions are equivalent, and this is the same as this. Okay, so are these fractions equivalent? Let's look here. Let's go ahead and do what we've been doing. Draw our pizza. We have 1 out of 2, right? So we looked on the bottom and we saw that the whole equaled 2 equal parts. So we segmented that by drawing a line down the middle. And we had 1 out of 2 parts shaded. So I'm going to do my best to divide this into 3 equal parts. I'm going to start by drawing a line here. That might help. And if these aren't perfect, that's okay. We're just trying to understand how we're going to divide that. Oh, that disappeared there for us. All right. So we have 3 equal parts, right? And I'm going to shade in one of those because that's what's depicted here. We have 1 part out of 3, or 1 unit out of 3 parts here, or 3 to make the whole. Okay, so are those the same? Which one would you rather have if it was a pizza or a pie, right? Probably this one, probably 1/2. So 1/2 is definitely more than 1/3. These are not equivalent fractions at all. So why are equivalent fractions important when adding fractions? Well, the denominator must be the same before you add a fraction. Look at the denominators here. Are they the same? Absolutely not. We cannot start adding this until we figure out how to make the denominator the same. All right, so let's review how to add fractions with a like denominator. These are both 5, the denominators. And so we know that 5 does equal 5. They are the same. So we're just going to add the numerator. Or numerators, plural here. 1 plus 2. You know that equals 3. And then we're going to keep the denominator the same. Okay? That wasn't difficult at all. That was quite easy, right? So go ahead and do these problems on your own. Pause the video. Do the problems on your own. And then we will go ahead and check the problems when you get back. All right, so here you should have gotten 4/6. Now you know that those can actually be simplified, but we're not worried about that right now. We're just worried about reviewing how to add fractions there. Okay, so here we have 2/3, and then we have 6/8. So if you got all 3 of those correct, good job. So let's look here. If we have a problem that the denominator is not the same. Look at our denominators here. 2 does not equal 3. They are not equivalent here. These fractions are not equal at all, even though they have 1s in their numerator, and the denominators are different, so we cannot add these in the form that it's in right now. So what do we do when we have the denominators that aren't the same? Well, we multiply each numerator and denominator by the denominator of the other fraction. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. We're going to multiply each numerator and denominator by the denominator of the other fraction. Let's change the color here so that I can show you easily how this is done. Okay? So here we have the denominators right here, the 2 and the 3. Okay? We're going to start on the left side, and we're going to multiply 1 times 3. You know that equals 3. And then 2 times 3. And you know that equals 6. Okay, that wasn't difficult at all, right? 1 times 3 and 2 times 3. Good. You've done the left side. Let's change the color just to help so that we can visualize this. Okay, so now we know the denominator on this side is a 2. We're going to have 1 times 2. You know that equals 2. And then we've got 3 times 2. And we know that equals 6. let's go ahead and add our fractional bars here. We have successfully made equivalent fractions here. 1/2 is equivalent to 3/6, right? And 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. But we notice that now the denominators are the same. So now we're going to move on to step 2. We're going to add the numerator and keep the denominator the same. Okay, and 3 plus 2 is 5. And then we have 6 here. And these are just the fractions that I brought over from the first step. You ended with 3/6 and 2/6. And now we have 5/6. That wasn't hard at all. You did an awesome job. Okay, so let's try another one. Multiply the numerator and the denominator by the denominator of the other fraction. This is exactly the same as we did before. So we have 1/4 here and 2/3. We look at the denominators and we know that those are not the same. So we cannot add this fraction until we find equivalent fractions with the same denominator, right? If that doesn't make sense, raise a quiet hand and someone will come over and help you with that, okay? All right, so here we're going to start with 1/4 and we are going to multiply first the 1 times 3. And you know that that equals 3, okay? And now you're going to multiply the 4 by the 3. And you know that that equals 12. So here you have 3/12. All right, that is our equivalent fraction to 1/4. Let's move on to the other side. I'm going to switch my pen color here so you can see the difference. Let's use green. All right. So here, oh, my pink disappeared. Okay, so now you have 4 is our denominator on the other side there. 2 times 4. And you know that equals 8. Okay, and then 3 times 4. And you know that equals 12. That's the point that we're doing this, is to get the same denominators. And 8/12 is equivalent to 2/3 because you've made it that way, right? So now we have 3/12 and 8/12, and you'll notice that the denominators are the same. Okay, so we're on to step 2. You're going to add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. Okay, 8 plus 3. You have 11. We're leaving the denominator the way it is because they're equal, they're the same, right? And we have 11/12. You have done an awesome job practicing these and doing these problems. They're not as difficult as you thought that they were, and I hope that you've become more comfortable with fractions and you're not afraid of them anymore, because they're nothing to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing to be afraid of when you're working with fractions. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice. If you need any help, know that we are here to help you. Raise a quiet hand and we'll come assist you with anything that you need. Awesome job.